I'm Sandy Rollinson. I'm the lactation consultant at Meritas Health Pediatrics.
And I'm Becky Hager. I'm an outpatient and bariatric dietitian here at the hospital.
I work with breastfeeding moms in the office as they go along their breastfeeding journey. I help them meet whatever goals that they may have with breastfeeding. Probably the biggest problem moms have is not making enough milk for their babies. And so there's some easy ways that you can do, things that you can do to increase your supply.
Yeah, Sandy, if you remember, my daughter was born a little bit earlier and smaller than we expected. So right from the get-go, being a first-time mom, I was really worried about her growth and my milk production. And especially when I went back to work, you know, stress increases a little bit. I started researching ways to maybe help with that supply a little bit more, and I came across this recipe for a no-bake lactation bite. And pretty easy ingredients, some oats, some peanut butter, honey, flaxseed, brewer's yeast, and then any add-ins like some dark chocolate chips or some dried fruit or chopped up nuts. But I would just roll these into balls and then keep them in the fridge for a couple weeks, and it was an easy snack for when I was pumping. I would eat 1 or 2 of these a day. I wouldn't recommend eating a ton of them all at the same time. They are pretty high in fiber and could cause a little bit of bloating or gas, but the particular ingredients that are important in these are the brewer's yeast and the oats. They kind of term these ingredients as a galactagogue, kind of a funky word, but basically, even though there's not any scientific evidence to support it, it's more of word of mouth from one mom to another that those particular ingredients could possibly help stimulate milk production. So whether these really work or not, you know, it's going to be an easy, quick snack that's nutrient dense with lots of vitamins and fiber and healthy fats for a mom to kind of fuel her body and help with that postpartum journey.
Yeah, I think a lot of moms struggle with just taking care of themselves as they're breastfeeding. So it's important for them to get the calories in and to make sure they drink lots of fluids, and even getting rest can really make a difference with supply. And also it's just important to tell your body to make the milk it needs to. So whether you put the baby to breast, or use a pump at least 8 times a day, or use the both of them together, can really help drive your supply up. Or even just, you know, hold your baby skin to skin tells your body to make more milk. So it's just kind of relaxing and enjoying that journey as you go along. And I think that becoming educated about breastfeeding, whether it be while you're pregnant and attending some classes about how breastfeeding works, or going to support group that we have here at the hospital. Moms get together and they're the best support for each other, so that you know whatever you're experiencing is normal, or maybe there's some things we can do to help you change things. But you know, a lot of times getting on things quick makes such a difference with supply, and just to know that you're doing well.
Yeah, and I know I always enjoyed going to the support group and just weighing my daughter to make sure I was on the right track. You guys are great supporters of all the moms here, and we'll make sure we post below the links to our prenatal and postpartum support groups here at the hospital, and we'll also list the link for this recipe if you want to try it.
Yeah, so it may be just that you think that things aren't going well, or it could be something true is going on with your supply, but just taking care of yourself and enjoying that breastfeeding and your baby time, it makes such a difference with how things go.